Good morning, YouTube. I am out and about right now. I'm not very busy today, but that's okay. It's that time of year for us. It's like a beautiful 75 degrees outside every day right now, which means a lot of people don't need their systems worked on. But I try to push those, the air conditioning tune-ups this time of year as well, because people start realizing that they may end up using their air conditioning here pretty soon. So it's a good time to just remind them that clean, if they, for $75, I'll come out and clean and maintain their system, check all the components. It's like a precision tune-up, basically. It's you're going out there to check all the parts. If you foresee any issues that may come up, then you'll let them know about it. It's also a good time to remind them of safety features for their house that may not have already been installed on their system, like condensate safety switches, float switches for their upflow or their horizontal in the attic. So your company has probably already established some sort of 30-point checklist for maintaining a system, and that's what I'm trying to push right now. So, and as a new company, it's slow going, but oh my goodness, bicyclist just got hit. I mean, you could just see I can't see the cyclist, but looks like one of those water trucks just ran over a bicycle. You could see a bicycle on the ground. It was just crushed. Dang. Hopefully the cyclist is okay. Ugh, that doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like someone would be okay though on that. Yikes. How the heck do I get back home? Hang on. I gotta figure out where I'm going next. Going over to US Air. Tell me where to go, please. Thank you, Mr. Garmin. All right, back, focus. So, just went on a call, and the call was a noisy something in the attic at the furnace. So they have one of those, it's apartment condominium type, and they have one of those cassettes that like goes up in the ceiling, because there's no attic in this unit, so it sits up in the in between the floors. It's a heat pump. It's got the double squirrel cages going off a half horsepower motor, but it was vibrating, like the blower assembly, the blower housing, the sheet metal was vibrating. You'd close the compartment up for the cassette and it would start rattling. If you opened it up, it would stop rattling. Put it back up, start rattling. Open it back up, open this door again, stop rattling. Okay, so I start looking around there, and the housing for that blower, I can see there's like a plastic 3/4 PVC cap that's like braced between the frame of the heating system, the air handler up there, and the blower, trying to brace it. I'm like, oh, okay, so we've had problems with vibration before on this. So it was obviously, I turned the system off and the, checked for any looseness of the squirrel cage and the motor. Everything seemed fine there. It was just about bracing that sheet metal. So there was one stripped screw on the blower housing, so I took that out. I put a new screw in, And I went out and got a couple vibration pads. I don't have them on me, but little 1.5 by 1.5 inch little vibration pads, and they're about, I don't know, 3/4 inch thick, little rubber pads. So I took the PVC cap out and I braced those up in between them now, in between the blower housing and the frame of the air handler. And I did that for both squirrel cages, and that seemed to stop the vibration. It was just kind of like a so sorry guys, I had to do it. So the went away after I braced it. So I just told him, you know, this is just a band-aid for now. I'm pretty sure that it's already been braced once. This is the second time coming out, bracing it even more. And so most likely in the future, it will need to, you know, maybe the housing for that blower motor will need to be replaced. But I don't think so right now. So that's that. And I'm done with calls. I'm gonna go over to a supply house right now. I'm gonna go to US Air, and I'm gonna go check out whole house fans, because I know how to put those in, and see if I can't get going with some whole house fan work. It's just something to get me going. It's just something to keep me going. If you guys have any advice on whole house fans, or which way I should go on that, I'd be greatly appreciative. And or if you have any cool websites I could check out for features and just helpful hints, I'm really interested in knowing that. Not the big belt driven, you know, whole house fan either. I'm talking about, I'm more interested in doing the quieter ones. I think it's like Quiet Clean or something like that. Whole house fan. It's got the little switch down there. You can, I'm wanting something a little bit quieter. Not a fan of the big belt driven ones. They do move serious air, but I'm not a big fan of those. And I don't like having to cut the freaking ceiling joists out just to get the thing in. Like, I'm not a big fan of cutting all the ceiling joists out either. So I've seen some of those guys have to cut those out on bigger whole house fans. And yeah, I mean, I don't mind going behind and bracing it, you know, doing some cross bracing and everything that needs to be done with that. But just if I didn't have to, then I'm more of a fan of that. That's really it. I don't really have anything else going on. I try to bring you guys along on my calls, but frankly, I just don't have very many calls right now. Always looking for business. But it'll warm up here pretty quick. I'm sure we'll have probably a month or two here where it's just which is why I should get in the whole house fan business. Keep looking for those opportunities. Okay guys, well that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next video.